Hey guys, it's Rob the Rogue Jedi. We have a special treat for you guys, so let's start the show. Hey guys, it's Rob the Rogue Jedi. So I have two special guests from the cosplay community as they can introduce themselves, guys. So without further ado, the floor is yours.
I guess I'll introduce myself first.
Yes, sir.
Some of you guys might know me, some of you guys might not. I am Avicullar on Instagram for the most part. I like to cosplay, I guess, things that I find really enjoying. I like
Yep.
to bring characters to life. That's what I do.
And we'll dive more into that in just a second.
I am Foombamaroom. I just started cosplaying about 2 months ago. So I am just having fun. The main reason I jumped in was because I get to play with lightsabers and take photos of it, so that's cool as hell. But
You never go wrong with that,
yeah,
bro.
you can find me on Instagram, and yeah, that's about it. I look forward to dropping some Luke Skywalker content on May the 4th, if that
Woo
interests you.
woo. Awesome, awesome. So I guess we could start off, guys. So first off, I want to say, guys, thank you so much for hopping on the show. It is a pleasure and super excited
Thank you for
to
having
get
me,
it.
Smith.
No. Anytime, anytime. So remember, guys, as you're watching, remember, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as we are going along in the show. So, guys, tell me a little bit about yourselves in a sense of how you guys met and what got you guys into cosplay. I guess that's more my question for both of you. What got you into it? What's your inspiration? And what's your inspiration for it?
Uh, okay. The inspiration question first, and then how we met after.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Um, I think ever since I was a child, I really loved to dress up. Like I'd run around the house as Batman at the age of 5.
That's awesome.
Um, and I don't think that ever left me. Around the age of 12 or 13, I in the internet found that there was a community of people who were still doing this for characters that they really loved. And I
Yeah.
just thought that was awesome. So I've been going to conventions in cosplay since around 12, 13, and
Oh, wow.
I've just kept doing it. And everything's kind of progressed from then in terms of like the quality of my costume work.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of fun. I get to meet a lot of really cool people.
Yeah, I think that's the best part about it. I think in the cosplay community, you get to meet so much people, like so many different people with
Mm,
like awesome personalities, good, humble human beings. I mean, I have to say, I've met just coming on this, like doing, Instagram and into the Star Wars community. I've met
mm.
so many good, influential people as well. So I can attest to that definitely. So, Foombamaroom, you take the next question, I guess.
Um, well, Jay and I we met at Florida SuperCon in 2018,
There you go. Whoa,
actually.
there it is.
So
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So I was
That's
I was Green Arrow and he was Arsenal.
Oh, that's so
And so I
cool. I
just
could
saw
see
him and
that. I
yeah,
could
and
see
so
that.
I just saw him and I walked right up to him and I was like, "Hey, can I get a picture of you?" And then we exchanged Instagrams and then just kind of like spiraled and just
Of
kind of
course, you
over a
guys
course
did.
in a year.
The
So like
the sliding in the DM, the old slider in the DM. I get it. I get no. That's awesome though, man. Honestly, and I've seen those pictures, and I'll probably, if you guys could send me those pictures, actually, I would love to
Mm.
put it up because I think I've seen some of it on Instagram, and it's
Oh, that'd be
really
awesome.
awesome.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So as we're talking, I'll promote it. I'll put it up so people could see, and again, we'll still put your Instagrams down below so people can follow you
Mm.
guys because you guys do some awesome cosplay. So, but that's
Thank you.
awesome, man. No, anytime. But that's an awesome story. Honestly, I feel like being in this generation, everything is through Instagram, unfortunately, all good couples meet through Instagram. So I definitely can attest to that. That's how I met my wife. So slid in the DM. I mean, it's different. You guys actually met in person, so it's kind of cool. It's
Yeah.
better.
The funny part is it just started out like genuinely I wasn't sliding into his DMs at first. It just started out as a genuine friendship, and then like
That's
we
awesome.
went to a con together, and I was like, oh wait, he's kind of cute. So then it just kind of progressed from there.
Listen, when
Yeah.
you know that's just how it is, you know. I'm
Yeah,
sure,
you're.
I'm sure, Avicular, I'm sure that's gonna win you some brownie points later on. Well, Foombamaroom for saying that comment, that's gonna win you some brownie points later. Um, in a positive manner, guys. PG-13,
You're good.
PG-13.
You're good, dude. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
No, I know. But no, so that's awesome though, guys. That's a really, I honestly, it's inspirational. It's an awesome story. I really do
Mm.
appreciate that. So I guess the next question we'll get into what got you guys into Star Wars, because I see my man over here repping the mall look, which is really truly awesome.
Thank you.
What got you into Star Wars for both of you guys?
Um, for me, I think a lot of people in my age range were introduced this way, where their parents put on like the first three movies for them,
Yep.
and me personally, I think at the age that I saw it, I just didn't have the attention span to really like fall in love with it. So
Right.
it was a little bit later when I first saw episode three that I was like, wait a minute, this is something really cool. I want more
Yeah.
of this. Then I
Right.
started watching the Clone Wars and I fell in love with the world kind of that way.
Okay.
And it's kind of been with me ever since, you know. I've always loved the characters and how they've built upon everything.
Right.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
That's awesome. Foombamaroom, you're up.
Well, I'm kind of the opposite. I've definitely been a Star Wars fan for as long as I can really remember. Like I remember, my mom and my dad were like it's one of the earliest memories I have of just watching A New Hope, for the first
Yeah.
time because they thought I would love Star Wars, and then, I would just rewatch the prequels again and again and again. And then Clone Wars got me really into the era of the prequels. And then when I was in middle school, I kind of went back and really returned to the original trilogy again. And like I had seen them before, but I was always a big prequels fan. Then I
Right.
started really loving it, and I just I just love almost all aspects of Star Wars.
I know.
um, but no, I the original story and like Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker were always my favorites, and I would say really Clone Wars is what made it like an ironclad love, and that like I would support anything going forward. Um, and also like let's be honest here, like these things are just cool as hell. Like when you're
I
seeing
know.
them like fight with this, it's just like it's awesome, and just the themes of it, it's so inspirational. It just makes me feel like a child again when I'm watching it because it's all about hope, good beating evil, and it's just pure escapism. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's a different a different realm that you enter, right? It just kind of takes you away from everything else and like the outside world, and it's kind of like, I could go with this, right? And it's like you said, the sabers, man, those sabers just take it away. It's like I have a person who always asks me on Instagram, like, what do you prefer, blasters or lightsabers? For me, I'm just always like lightsabers. That's like it's just not even a question.
I think another reason why the Star Wars universe is just so popular and amazing is just that like when you think about Marvel, you could sit there and be like, God, I wish I had Doctor Strange's powers, or God, I wish I was like Iron Man. But like when you think about Star Wars, you always kind of envision yourself being in a role of Star Wars. It's something
I
that you
agree.
can put yourself into rather than being something else. It's just it's in a weird way. It's like it's like you could just as easily see yourself as a Sith or a Jedi as you could a
That's true.
bounty hunter or a smuggler or just like a like I don't know, a
Stormtrooper as
farmer.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Anything,
just it's
anything.
just it's such an expansive world. It's just a like a incredible pool of lore that they've created.
It's true, and to be honest, if you think about it, right? You mentioned the characters from Marvel. It's kind of cool because Star Wars, all you really need is like, for example, the powers, right? It's a saber or a blaster in reality. So it's like, okay, like a saber I can get. It's gonna cost me some money, but I can get it, right? And it just feels good, it's a I mean, I'm gonna call it a toy. It's a toy that you could truly enjoy. It's something that you really really love. Like, even though it costs a lot of money, but it's enjoyable. Especially with, like, for example, like now, all the colors that they have now, these sabers, is insane, and the technology. I mean, you
I
were just
mean,
showing me before. Yeah, you could show it now.
look at it. Like on camera, it looks like an actual saber. Like you couldn't
Yeah,
tell the difference from a movie. It's insane. It's just like
on camera, yeah, no, it legitimately looks like if it's the real thing. To be honest, so
and
that's
then
that's awesome.
like for example, just the ignition on this one. Like if it'll boot up, let's give it a second to boot up. Uh,
Uh,
I mean, that's just
that's
cool as
cool.
hell. Like,
No, I mean, yeah, how could you not want to spend some money on that, right? I think Avicullar, I think you said it before, what was it that you said? You were like, I'm pretty sure we're broker or something like that. You said something in those lines.
I said that you were like $1,000 less broke than we were.
Yeah, something like that. So that's probably you guys right now because of all the sabers. But that's awesome, man. That's truly amazing. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can attest to that. I'm looking for sabers as well.
they're worth it. I think I hefty price to pay, but I don't think either of us have regretted it.
Right.
not
You
at
know,
all.
and beyond even just the Star Wars aspect, we've found that you can even use these things for just lighting in a photo shoot. It's the coolest. That's like my second favorite thing about these
I
things.
mean, like, just look
Yeah.
at this, like, right? It's just like really cool lighting just for a room, like right here. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, hey.
and these things
If
are bright too. They light up an entire room.
Yeah, I mean, I it's funny because I have the Kylo Ren one from Galaxy's Edge because I know you got well,
Love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I do too, but I just it's like I kind of wish I went the NeoPixel route because I just feel like it's
Mm,
cool. Like the hill is so movie replica, but I just feel like for the money I should have gotten like a NeoPixel version because it's just they're brighter,
mm.
they do more, and it's
I get
cool.
what you mean.
The experience of going to Galaxy's Edge, I get it, but I kind of wish I went the other route. But in time, at least I have it. I could say I have one, from
Yeah, there
Galaxy's
you go.
Edge.
You've got something.
There you go. There you go. So now the next question, guys. Who is your favorite character? And we'll go with Foombamaroom first.
Oh, in Star Wars,
It could be canon or legend.
okay, so obviously, or not obviously, my favorite character is always going to be Anakin. Just
Okay.
personally, I love the story behind it. But then
Okay.
moving on to into just a non fan favorite character,
Right.
I'm a really big sucker for Darth Malgus.
Oh, dude.
I love his story, especially with his Twi'lek girlfriend. I think her name was Elena or Alina or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And having to spoiler alert for those who have not known the story, in order to like become more one with the Force in the Sith way, he kills his
This girl.
lover, and
Yeah.
it's just a. And I also really like Satele Shan as well. I love the
Oh,
Old
Sincere
Republic
Shan,
era
yeah,
the
yeah.
most, and of course Revan and Valkorian slash
Oh,
Vidige.
Valkorian
But
is Valkorian, and then leading into Arkin and all. Such a good story.
and
Yeah.
the shorts they made too, like for the oh
Yes.
god, I would kill to make my own like Old Republic trilogy or my own Old Republic show. Like I would kill for that.
If I had the money, man, trust me, I would have hired you guys. I would have done it. As you guys do all the cosplay, I would have done it, man. I wish I had the support, but definitely one day, you never know. Avicular, who is your favorite Star Wars character?
Um, I think similarly, Anakin is always going to be kind of my number one, but I gotta say Ahsoka Tano.
Okay, I could see that.
I love the story of the underdog a lot,
Yeah,
and her going from this character that everybody kind of saw as this, bratty kind
little,
of
little.
inexperienced girl, like turning into this
She
absolute
blossomed.
badass. Like, yeah.
Yeah, she
And
blossomed.
I think that she is a symbol for a lot of things. And I think, wherever you are in your life, I think that you can kind of like relate to something that she's been shown to go through on screen.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I just think that she's great.
No, she is truly an amazing character. I mean, you see it, right? I feel like that's a character that is truly beloved in the Star Wars community. I mean, you notice it, right? Everybody was super excited when you heard that she was getting Rosario Dawson, first off, who I think is an amazing actress. I love her.
Yeah.
When she got cast as her, I think that was like the biggest buzz, the biggest excitement in a while for Star Wars, other than when Grogu came out, obviously. But yeah, I think she's just an inspiration. She's just an awesome character, and she kind of is like that character that's in the middle. She's that middle character, that great Jedi for me, because I love great Jedi. Like when you see like those images of great Jedi, that's what I think of. I think of Ahsoka, and I think and just her badass white lightsabers are just so awesome,
They're
super
good.
awesome. They
I
are.
love I love how they just the character improves every single time you see her.
Yeah.
Her growth has just been so phenomenal in the development they and the care they put into her. But I think the true testament is that, you know, she fits so neatly in with the lore of Star Wars when she wasn't in any of the main movies,
Yeah,
because they just were
that's
able to fill in the gaps that and tell a compelling story with that. I think that is just and it makes you yearn for like a possibility of like Ahsoka showing up in Revenge of the Sith or in the original trilogy, or like meeting Luke Skywalker. It's just like they've just like injected her so perfectly into the already beloved story. It just blows my mind how well they did it.
yeah. I feel like Dave Filoni did a phenomenal job, and I again, I don't know how it's gonna go the live action route, but I do know the cartoon route. I mean, he did a phenomenal job. I mean, Mandalorian is good. I'm not, it it, it hit some notes for me, then it didn't, but again, that's all opinion based. But I think he's an awesome writer. He does a phenomenal job. I think he's got something nice in store for us with these next couple shows that he's got. So I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, right? All you could be is hopeful for the Ahsoka show. So I'm excited for that.
I'm excited. I'm really
Yeah.
excited.
So I guess on that next one, we'll lead into your favorite movie.
Revenge of the Sith, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. That was the
It-
first one that I fell in love with. Every time I watch it, it's amazing. I love that end scene on a what
Um,
freaking planet is it?
oh,
Mustafar?
Mustafar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good every single
Yeah.
time.
It's such a good fight scene. I mean, I feel like that's like the battle of the century. I feel like that's the most iconic fight scene for me. I mean, again, I wasn't around for the OTs. I mean, the OTs are nice and everything, but I just feel like that fight scene. I mean, because again, technology obviously it improved as time went, right? So when we got Revenge of the Sith, that I mean, you had all the technology to give us that, and that to me was like the most beautiful scene. Honestly, that whole fight scene. So, Foombamaroom, which one is your movie, my guy? I have a feeling you're gonna say this.
Um.
Oh no, I know which one actually, but you could go.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Best movie for me as like from a film standpoint is always going to be Empire, just because of the legacy it has and just the
Right,
way it tells the story. But
right.
I'm also in the boat of I'm a sucker for Revenge of the Sith. It's my favorite piece of the story.
Okay.
Um,
I honestly thought you were gonna say Attack of the Clones.
no, I'm honestly I would, if I don't know, I would rank them, I think, like Revenge, Empire, Return of the Jedi, New Hope, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace. I love them all. I love all six though.
Right, right.
I love those.
You're grateful for them, of course, of course. Now on that one, which is your favorite TV shows? And we could go with Avicular. You lead off.
Clone Wars.
Same.
It's just so good.
It's same.
It is. It is. And I guess you have to choose that, right? Because there's so many seasons of it. So, but I guess okay.
Yeah.
So we
No
choose the
disrespect to Rebels. No disrespect.
No,
to
no,
Rebels.
no. Of course not.
Rebels is
No.
good.
Rebels is. It is. I mean, you get it's I feel like Rebels is more of like a story where you can kind of relate to a character like Ezra, right? Who can't relate to a character like who wasn't that young kid who was kind of like a little rebel, right? Who was a
Mhm.
badass, in the beginning. We remember that
Yeah.
with him. So I get it. But what to show you guys are waiting or expecting for it to see? That'll
Oh.
be my question.
Kenobi. It's I feel like I can't wait. It's like prequel. It's like the most prequel-y thing that we've gotten since the prequels and the Clone
It
Wars.
is. It
So
is. Dude.
I'm so excited.
I
Avicular?
definitely have to agree. I'm excited for the Ahsoka show,
It's a close second.
but I am absolutely itching for Kenobi.
Yeah, I feel like it's something that's been long due, and it's crazy because Ewan McGregor's been dying to reprise this role for the longest. So to be honest, to get this show, I mean, I've talked about it on my platform. I'm sure maybe you guys have seen it, but I
Mhm.
mean, I feel like it's going to be something phenomenal. Like I feel like it's going to hit a lot of notes. I feel like we're going to get, I feel like it's going to solve not everything, but I feel like majority of the things that we wanted to know, it's going to solve that.
And
in
I was
theory.
also gonna say I feel like that's the reason I'm a little bit more excited for it too, because with the Ahsoka show, I'm
Right.
excited for it because it's going to be an Ahsoka show, but I really don't know what to expect from it. I think it'll be great. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know what
Yeah.
like story wise, like if it's going to follow Rebels, if it's going to be its own thing. Whereas Kenobi, like with the announcement of Vader being in it, you kind of have like a general idea of what
Well,
it's going
yeah.
to be, but it's like a general idea of like not in the sense of like the story itself, but like what kind of beats you can expect it to hit and what things you can get
Right.
excited for, like a new confrontation between the two of them, solving some unresolved notes, seeing Obi-Wan's emotions throughout this dark period of time before hit the end of his life. Like
Right.
it's just things that I really want to see explored.
Yeah, I mean, as we do know, it is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, so I just would like to see what they're gonna touch on. I want to know, like, for me, I would love to know. I not know, but I do hope we get Qui-Gon. I don't know if you guys are if
I
he's
hope
a
so too.
yeah. I hope we, even though I know it's 10 years later, I just hope we get some sort of like a voice or something that speaks to Kenobi, because I feel like that's something that was missed, especially after Revenge of the Sith. As you guys remember, Yoda, kind of tells Obi-Wan to go to Tatooine to watch over Luke, and there he'll meet an old friend. I honestly thought it would have been a vision, but I mean, as Clone Wars kind of closed that theory out, we won't see him because he never finished his training, right? To be a Force ghost, just kind of like a voice. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
yeah. So we unfortunately, I mean, again, they can always change it up, but then it would kind of like
I think no,
mess.
I don't remember them ever saying though that like they have ever confirmed or denied that Obi-Wan was able to see Qui-Gon, so they could fill it in pretty perfectly, just
They
like
could,
that.
but the problem with that is that in Clone Wars they already solidified it, unfortunately.
Where did they solidify it?
If you watch the one episode, I forgot which one, I think it's season 4 or 5, with Yoda, when he goes to learn of the wills, he ends up finding out that Qui-Gon ends up speaking to him, and he actually ends up telling him he never finished his training, and that's when Yoda goes on the path to learn his way to basically become a Force ghost after life after
Oh,
death.
I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah,
No,
so
that is a little confusing because they do explicitly say like no, I get what you mean now. I didn't know that I that must have flown over my head. That's crazy.
yeah, it is. It's like a mind. It's a mind blow. I'm just like, when you hear that in Revenge of the Sith, and then you see the Clone Wars, it kind of is like, well, I thought I was supposed to see him, not hear him as a voice, but you know, they already closed that chapter. So, but again, you never know what they can do. Yeah,
Well,
hands.
either way, I hopefully they include just a little nudge into there, but either way, I mean like I just can't wait. I hope they go Logan style with it, so to speak. Like I hope they like make it as
Yeah,
pretty and grounded as like I hope they really emphasize this as like kind of like how WandaVision kind of delved into Wanda's
yeah,
grief. I would love to
yes.
see like a very like a much a character analysis of Obi-Wan and like how he's actually processed this as a Jedi, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think see the unfortunate thing. I don't know if we're really gonna get that just because it's 10 years later. See, I feel like if it would have been like year one, like that would have. I feel like we would have seen how much of a struggle it was for him, because again, that he goes into hiding. Obi-Wan, he's obviously there for the 20 years of Luke's life. It would have been nice because he doesn't even use, like in the comics and in the book, he doesn't use his saber at all. He uses his staff to fight because again, if and he you remember this is the rule of Jabba the Hutt at that time. So you have all these characters that like kind of like his mercenaries that end up fighting, but he can't use a saber because if he uses a saber, they're gonna be like, well, there's a Jedi on Tatooine, so the Empire is definitely gonna have to look into this, but we'll see what happens, guys. All we could do is be hopeful. And on that note, I'm gonna ask, what is your favorite saber that you guys collect? Because I know you guys got a bunch, so you can just go ham, go to town on it. And Foombamaroom, if you want to go first and knock yourself out, bro.
I'll let Jay only has one, so I'll let him show his off though,
Okay.
because that's the
Oh,
one that he
all
needs to
right.
pick out
Yeah.
of all of
He's like, I got all the sabers. He's like, yeah, now you could go.
them.
It's okay because I really love mine.
It's a great one. It's amazing.
It looks
Yeah.
nice.
I absolutely fell in love with this one, and I turned it on white so you could see it a little bit better. This is the
Yeah.
Scion from Electrum Sabercrafts,
That's really
and
nice, dude. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Looks like Ben
yeah,
Solo saber.
little bit, yeah. But
Yeah.
I I thought that the black finish with the gold and like red accents was just everything that fit me personally, and
Yeah.
I love this thing. I love the way that it feels, and I'm happy with it.
It comes in
On it.
different colors too. You could get that in like blue and white, like white and gold. Like it's really cool. It's
It
on their page.
Yeah, no, I mean it looks amazing. I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't, to be honest, I like anything like black. I don't like. I'm not really. I mean, white's cool, but I feel like for a saber, like that's why I like Kylo Ren's. But it's
Mm.
really nice. Like honestly, it's a really nice saber. I didn't even know that was a thing. I gotta check them out.
They've got some good
Bad.
selections, man.
They do, and especially that you could use the app. I think is pretty cool. I really didn't dive into that, but I might have to. I might have to invest in them because it's a really nice looking saber. So yeah, he might be spending some money. I might have to send money their way. So, Foombamaroom, the floor is yours, my guy.
All right, this one's gonna be a long one.
No, no, no.
I know,
Well,
Avicullar, you're like, let me sit back and relax right now. Like, yeah, I'm
no,
gonna chill.
my all-time favorite is the Graflex. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but I do
Okay,
have. I have two. I have the Electrum Remnant.
okay,
I really like this one. It's just simple. It's like really fun for dueling.
cool.
Yeah, and then but the my favorite which I got from Saber Trio the other day is the Vulcan. I just really like the window emitters. It's like kind of like a take on Obi-Wan Saber and Attack of the Clones a little
Yeah,
bit,
I
like
do
with
see the
the
bottom. Yeah,
bottom.
yeah, I do
Um,
see that.
I personally speaking, I would love to like replace this with like a cur like a graphic style like a hilt at the
Like, kind of,
bottom, but
yeah, I could see
yeah.
something like that. It's nice though. I mean, it's a really nice freaking saber, dude.
And I mean, like, let me just like put a flashlight on this for a second, because like it's like completely
Like,
metal and like a mirrored glass. It looks super cool, and I'm
I could
so
see
happy
the
with it.
reflection coming from there going to your face. So you could tell that's like a real like metal, like real metal. That's no
No,
joke, dude. Oh, that's
and
insane.
I love it. I love lightsabers.
No, dude, I don't. I mean, man, if I had the money, trust me, you man, trust me, you, I would do it. But it's just like they're such an expensive hobby,
No, they
such
are.
an they really, man. I mean, they get you, bro. They get you. I mean, look at that. It's so
It's
cool. I
true.
mean, and that's why it's like that's why I say it's like I don't knock Galaxy's Edge's lightsabers, but I just feel like if I'm gonna spend like I think what at the park it's one something, it's like 150 to 200.
Mm, I
I
think it's
mean,
about 200.
yeah. I just feel like for an extra like what $200, I could get myself a NeoPixel.
Yeah, you might as well go for something that's got like a little bit sturdier electronics and stuff, something that is a little more worth that money you're spending.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you put the nail in the bud. Yeah, there you go. If that makes sense. But
It's just
yeah,
like they don't they're really good looking sabers, and they're really good
they
sharp
are.
sabers,
No,
but they're just not worth the 200.
no. I mean, it's like for example, they have the Oh my God, have you guys been to Galaxy's Edge?
Not
Nope.
yet, but we know
Oh, it's
I
okay.
know the sabers and the kind they make.
It's okay because I haven't been there either. So I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna lie to you
Damn.
guys. I've never been there. Yeah, I know it sucks,
I
but
want to go so bad.
I know. Hey, man, you know what? My sister lives in Florida. We might all have to like meet up one day. Just head out there.
That would be awesome, dude.
Star
That'd be
Wars
Dude,
Day.
yes, dude. Honestly, guys, like I was talking to my other. I'm sure you guys remember like how we have the solos post. We were talking about going down to Florida this year, but I mean with COVID and everything, it's just so bad. Um,
Not worth it.
if you ever
yeah,
do though,
no,
hit us up. Like we'd
oh,
love to
dude.
go.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, I always tell people who have good relationships with, you guys are, like family. It's like, you guys have a platform on my channel always. So just know that I'm really grateful for it.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
no,
Same to you.
thank you, thank you. But yeah, no, I mean, one day, I just feel like what is it? What's that called when you make your own, you build your saber? Is it Savi's?
Savi's workshop.
Yeah, when you go there, I just feel like people have done it, and I've seen it. Like I have a friend who got one from there, and the quality is just like not all that. And it's like really, that's what you're giving us? I mean, it's cool the concept of the what is it? I forget what it's called. The crystal, the kyber crystal. I think it's cool, like how you have that open
Mm.
kyber crystal, but I don't know. I just feel like they could have given you a better material.
I think their main problem is that like it's their blades, because I mean, because they have like if they did in-hilt LEDs with the kyber crystals, I'm sure they would have looked a lot better and you could actually duel with them. But
Right.
it's just the way that they like do their like pixel strips instead of like a full on like, because I mean like that none of like, I mean, you've seen those videos, right, where they'll show a Galaxy's Edge saber and then they'll light up one of these and it'll just like
Oh, it
eclipse
makes it look like a little, like it makes it look like I don't even know, a light that has no battery. If that makes
No,
sense, it's flickering.
it's insane.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's what I'm saying is like that. That's another thing too. You're paying for that money, and it's like look at the saber that you have, and then look at the
Mhm.
saber from Disney. It doesn't even ignite. Like the lighting on it is so like dim. It's a joke. You know, it's
Yeah.
really a joke.
I feel like they're ripping off kids and families, like
Yeah,
those sabers really feel to me like they would be it'd make a lot more sense if they were maybe $60,
I would say
something in that
I would
price
say
range.
I would say a
Maybe even
hundred.
100, 100
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
I would say a
But
hundred.
but 200 for that, like, that's a little bit
Yeah,
steep.
yeah, and I understand the concept because again, I mean, it's the experience, and again, not everybody knows about NeoPixels because honestly, I didn't know about it till a few
It's
years
true.
ago. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, I didn't really know. And somebody just getting into Star Wars. I mean, you have people that just started watching Mandalorian, and that's how they got into it, and that's fine. I don't knock them. That's awesome
Mhm.
because we're bringing people into the community, but
Yeah.
they don't know. So the first thing they see now, I do think they did a phenomenal job with the Ahsoka Tano sabers from the Clone Wars. I don't know if you guys saw they brought that out there in Galaxy's Edge. I don't
And
know
their
if you
I
guys.
don't
helps
think
look
I
really
saw it.
impressive. They
Yeah,
look
it
really
actually
impressive.
they actually do change color. It goes from blue to green. So I thought,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah. So because that's her name, Ashley Eckstein or Eckstein, she promoted it, and I thought they did a phenomenal job. I was like, wow, they needed to do this with all the sabers. To be honest, I mean, for the money you're spending, why not?
Well, that's the weird part, right? Because the ones you can get at Salvi's, they have changing crystals that you can change the color for.
Right,
But
which
the
is
ones,
awesome.
but the replica ones, they don't even include that option, even though it really wouldn't cost them. I guess maybe it costs accuracy because the Salvi's ones are like much bulkier since they can be assembled. But truth be told, it really doesn't. It's not like those crystals are what need to do it. It's just in the electronics, and the crystal activates the electronics. Like, you have an LED strip in the lightsaber itself. You can make it any color you want. You just have to go in and program it. And I just don't know why they won't.
I agree. I mean, I think the reason why is because of the material. For example, if you look at the hilt for the replicas, I think it's like a metal, right? Something like that. I don't know. It's some sort of. But if you look at the Savis, it's like plastic. It's not even because it gets loose a lot. It gets very loosened really quickly. But I don't know. Who knows? See what happens. Maybe they'll make some upgrades, right?
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
so the next question I have is what got you guys into the cosplay community? That's one of the biggest questions I have for you guys. And I
Ooh.
guess we'll go with avicular just because you said ooh. That was tempting. So I'm like, ooh, do tell.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I trying to think of
Like I know you touched
the
a little
very
bit on
first
it.
thing.
Yeah, I know you touched on it a little bit, but I mean, just there has to be something like what really, really got you into the community aspect of it.
So, I've always loved Square Enix's games.
Okay.
I've been a fan of Kingdom Hearts since I was a child.
Oh my god, that's funny you mentioned that. I have a friend who's like his whole body is like tattooed with Kingdom Hearts, like the
I
characters, and I'm
love
just
that.
like, that's
That's
insane. I don't.
amazing.
I'm just yeah, it is, but man, I can't have my whole body tatted like that. That's crazy. But dedication, man, dedication. But continue.
I admire it. So I really loved like the aesthetic of a lot of those characters' outfits,
Okay.
and I wanted to wear that. I thought it looked really cool. I just wanted that. So I go online, I find these, costumes of these game characters from different websites, and I'm like, there's a whole world of this that I didn't know about, and like here I am today now, you know involving my art craftsmanship into creating custom stuff for characters, and you know doing makeup and all of these other things. It's just very fun.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I noticed you do some stuff for certain people, right? You make stuff, right?
The digital paintings.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I pretty much make money right now. That's my little side hustle. I work off of commission,
Hey,
just
listen,
doing.
money's money, bro.
Yeah,
Money is
yeah.
money, dude. It don't matter how it come in. How it comes in, it
You're
does
right.
not matter.
Yeah, that's true. No, I think that's one of my favorite parts about the cosplay community is being able to kind of put a smile on someone's face. And I think by extension of that, I've found that being able to give someone a custom art piece does the same thing, but on a much more personal level.
It does.
So, yeah, I really love doing that.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I mean, I can understand that. I could see that. I could see it come into reality. I mean, look at, for example, I mean, look at your makeup. I mean, you did a phenomenal job. That's art within itself, right? I mean, you did a phenomenal thing with that. I mean, the mall thing is amazing. Super,
Thank you.
super amazing. I don't know how you did it, how you had the
I don't know how I did
patience.
it either.
Honestly, because I have this much patience and I'm being so blunt. I have zero to none. My wife can attest to that. So I have no idea, but I respect it and I
Thank you.
salute you, my
No,
guy.
thank you. I winged this. Like I earlier this week, I was telling myself, okay, I'm gonna do a practice look. I'm gonna do a practice look. I never did it. Friday rolls around, I'm like, oh no, I've got to
Oh,
do the look. I haven't practiced it. So I just started making lines on my face, and I could even send you the pictures of what it looked like before this
oh,
was done. I
dude,
look like
please,
uh
please.
Foom was telling me I looked like a kid drew like with crayon all over my face, and I did.
It's like a little kid putting makeup on, right? And it's just all over. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
mommy, do I look beautiful? Do I look beautiful?
Exactly. It looks so bad.
uh, yeah, right. It's like, yes, you look good, honey. And then it's like you tell the husband, he looks terrible. We need to take that off of him.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude. No, that's awesome. I mean, you did a phenomenal job. I mean, it
Thank you.
looks honestly, it looks legit. You would definitely scare my wife if I showed her you right now. So, because I always show her the picture of mall because there's like some really like if you look online, there's some like really dark, scary mall and
And I
malls.
love those.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, like I'll show her and she'll be like, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Not
He's a
happening.
creepy looking dude. I get it.
He dude, I had the poster from Phantom Menace when I was a
Ooh,
kid, and that was so bad. I had to tell my dad to take it
love
down
that.
because I couldn't. I would sleep at night. I would look at it and I'm like, because it was a. I remember the poster. It was like you had Maul here, and then you had Kenobi, and then Qui-Gon, and then you had like little Anakin in the bottom. And but it was like that Maul look. I was like, oh my god, I need to get this out of my room. I was petrified. I couldn't even sleep some nights. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
I'm
I don't
sure
even know.
at night he's just like staring at you like, I bet you gonna go to sleep, huh?
Yeah, right. That's right. I'm watching you, son. I'm watching you. And I was just like, yo, I don't even know how I went to bed some nights. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But I did end up sleeping, so that's why I'm here today. But Foom Boomaroom, the floor is yours, my guy. What got you into this? And yeah,
I just really wanted to start going to cons just to meet more people. My friends and I had always like we had just been talking about like how we'd wanted to go together, so we started. And then actually on my first con I met Jay, so
okay,
I got more into cosplay. And then I took a little bit of a break before the pandemic started,
right.
and then during this whole thing, we just started doing photo shoots with the lightsabers. And really, I was like, huh, maybe I should rebrand my cosplay page. And then I got back into it, and I started treating it more like a business rather than just a casual thing. Like I'm not trying to really get it. Here's the thing, right? I'm treating it like a business in the sense of how active I'm trying to be, but it's not
Right.
for any monetary gain. I'm just doing it for fun and because I enjoy it.
No, no, no.
Um,
Dude. It's like the same thing with me. So I totally understand that.
like I just want to grow as much as I can, just so that way I can access as many chill people as I can and like meet more people and like go to cons and really interact with the community and just have fun with them.
Dude,
Um,
and you never know, you could be an influencer, bro. You could be an inspiration to somebody, so you never know. And that's honestly like like why I have my platform, because I want to inspire. I want to be a beacon of light, of hope for somebody. That's more why I do it. I don't really do it for the money, so I can attest to that.
no, and like I get that completely because like this is just a hobby for me, in that sense of like I that to me is like just the fun of it. Like money doesn't have to come in for me to want to just have fun and like inspire people. And like even if that doesn't happen, I'm still just having fun.
Yeah, you're enjoying it,
It's
man.
great.
Listen, you only get one life and you got to live it to its fullest. That's one of the things,
Oh
like I
yeah.
was always told. And one of the things I tell people is like, don't take what you have for granted, and
Mm,
it's funny because like for me, I don't know if you guys really know like my story, but I mean, just, short thing is like, I wasn't
mm,
even going to I wanted to do this for years, to be honest. And I was gonna like literally, I was about to, but then I stopped and I was just like, man, like, I mean, excuse my language. I try not to, but I was like, kind of like, fuck it. I was like, let me just do it and see where it goes. And it's gotten me far in a sense of positivity. I've met some
mm.
really awesome people such as yourselves. I think you guys were in the beginning of my journey, especially on the solos post, so it's been amazing. And yeah, I can attest to what you're saying. It's just, you're doing it for the love of it, not the fun, not the money aspect.
No, and it's awesome to hear that too, because it's like it's just it's nice because like I've met like people like you and other people like who have been just as positive, and it seems like there's a lot of positivity in the community. And I just like the nice thing is it's like this is like during the pandemic where people can't see each other, so like when the like stuff resumes and like people can go to Star Wars Celebration or just regular cons, like all the love is going to be there. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Everyone's going to be appreciative of like what's there and like how it all kind of got ripped away from us, that like there were no cons in 2020 and like it just
Yeah.
no ways to interact with each other. And it's just going to be a lot of fun when this whole thing is over.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those things. And maybe, Avicula, I'm sure you could touch on it too. It's one of those things that I feel like when we go back to it, I feel like you're going to see a lot more humility. You're going to see a lot more people really gracious for the time, like meaning going back to these things and really appreciating it, and being just like, excited and just not being so negative on it, because again, you do have those, what is it, negative nannies or something like that. I forgot the saying, but you have that. And I feel like now it'll probably change that in a sense of positivity. And I hope so, that's one of the things I hope for. So I definitely see that. But yeah, I mean, what you guys have going on, honestly, and I think the fact that you guys are, I would say, a power couple doing it, it makes it all the better. So I think, your message will be spread and will be heard. And I hope here, even on my platform, I hope it spreads and it shows light that, that anything is possible, right? Definitely anything is
Absolutely.
possible as long as
Yeah.
you follow it. And like I said, you got a power couple here, guys. So follow their route, it's definitely a pleasant one. Um, but on that, what's your favorite cosplay that you guys have worn? Foom Boom Room, the floor is yours.
Definitely Green Arrow so
Yeah.
far, but I think Luke is going to overtake that when it's all done and done. But
And it's funny because Green Arrow is like when the show came out, when I saw Stephen Amell, like that was my guy. Like I love that show. Like he did such a phenomenal job as Green Arrow. And I know you had some seasons, like I don't know if you've seen them all. Like I've seen literally like every episode.
I have as well. It's like it's got its faults, but overall, like I still feel
It
like Arrow was the
does.
best show of the Arrowverse. Like
Oh, hands
it
down.
had some really low lows, but
Yeah.
when it was high, it was high. It
Oh,
was
I think it was like I'm not gonna lie. I think it was season 3 or 4 that was kind of like of a low. I think it was like
four
but
was
then
the
after that,
worst.
yeah, 4. There we go. Okay, I was like, which one? Because it's been so long. But like literally, I binge watched it because I was like, man, I never got into it. And it was actually an old friend of mine that was kind of like, dude, you got to watch Green Arrow. It's really good. And I was like, ah. And then I started watching, and I'm like, I was hooked. And then the character himself, Stephen Amell, like the actor, phenomenal job. The dude did phenomenal. I mean, he worked out for that part, and he did a lot of his stunts. So I give it to him because I don't know if you guys follow him, but he does a lot of parkour stuff.
No,
So
he's
he's
it's his body is insane.
yeah, dude, no kidding, man. I mean, I mean, the dude was cut out. I don't know how he is now, but yeah, he was in shape. So I commend that guy. So, Avicular, the floor is yours.
Um, I I think I've got to put it somewhere between a, a small handful. I'm a huge DC fan through and through. And
Love
the
that
Bat
DC.
family in particular.
Yeah, I remember
Uh,
I caught that in the beginning. You said that you would dress up as Batman when you were a kid.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I did say that, didn't I?
yeah. See, I didn't even need to take notes on that. I paid attention to what you guys say.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, no, no. Of course.
But Jason Todd,
Okay, dude, I
Easily
can
one
see
of my
that.
favorite ones.
I could
Yeah,
see that. I don't know why, but with the makeup, you kind of look like him, bro. I could see that. I could see that.
a Darth Maul, Jason Todd. You
You know what
know,
it is? It's because you have
I'm
the
gonna make
reds.
that.
You know what it is? It's because you have the red on, so it's like kind of like you already have the mask on. If you get what I mean? So it's
I
kind of
dig
like it's
it.
already there. And then
I'm,
it's
I'm
funny
gonna
because
make that mashup.
dude, you got to do it. I mean, look, you got Green Arrow right there because you got the scruff look already. So you already got the arrow look already. So that's already there, dude. You know who you could have passed this to? What's the guy? I think Witcher for Foombamaroom, dude. I could see you as that too.
As
Witcher,
Geralt,
yeah.
oh, I don't know if I could pull off Geralt. That
I think you could pull off Geralt.
oh, I don't
I
know if I
think you
could pull off
can. I
Geralt.
think you can, dude.
That's a tough ask. I am not a Henry Cavill. Like that man
Dude,
is a that's a man. Okay, that's a I cannot pull that off. All right,
he's a man.
like that is listen, no, like listen, I am very secure in my own masculinity. That being said,
No,
that
dude, I
man just
know.
exuberates
I know, I
masculinity.
know. That's
I'm
what you
not
call
there.
that's what you call like a godlike, right? Godlike
Yeah,
figure
I
when you
know.
look
Like, I
at
mean, he's Superman, dude. He's literally Superman.
dude. I mean, he really. I mean, the dude jacked up for that part. I mean, he really freaking.
That's true. That's
I
true,
mean,
isn't it?
his upper body. I mean, like I don't even know how. I mean, where I'm speechless for that dude, man.
He's
That dude just
chiseled like stone.
dude. It's I mean, like, and it's funny because I compare him to what's the other guy who plays Thor? Oh my god,
Chris
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I feel like Henry Cavill just looks way more like jacked. Like I feel like it's two different types, if that makes sense. Because I feel like
Henry is a little bit like more muscular, and like Chris is a little bit like slimmer, in my opinion. I think
yeah, because I feel like when you look at Henry Cavill, like body up, he was just like, I mean, he was
he's a tank.
yeah, dude. I mean, I definitely would not want to play tug of war with him. So
Nope.
I would definitely not. That's not a battle I would win. But on that note, I do want to ask the both of you, what was your first cosplay? Anybody could go for this one.
I'll just say mine because it was Green Arrow, so that
Yeah,
was my first.
I really got to think about them sometimes because
it's been that
it's been a
long.
while. Yeah, actually, I think my very first legitimate cosplay was Sebastian. I don't remember the last name of this character, but it's from an anime called Black Butler. I think
Okay,
1,000,001 people know this show.
you got me, bro.
Yeah, it's I would say it's like maybe baby's first anime, if you would, but fun little thing. It wasn't a
Okay.
very good cosplay at all, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I think at the end of it all, that's what matters, you know?
That's exactly what it is, bro. That as long as you have fun doing it, that's truly what
Mhm.
matters. And I guess that could lead into the next question, right? What's the what's the cosplay that basically made you guys broke and made you sweat doing it? That put you
Mothra.
to the what was it?
So, um, I made a suit
Oh
of a
wow.
gigantic moth, from, uh, Michael, would you call it, just the Godzilla universe or
Yeah, just the Godzilla. It was Mothra, so
I
just like
want to
one of the
say one thing.
franchise.
It's so funny because you both in this whole interview process you both have called each other by your first names. It's the
damn
funniest thing.
it.
You were calling him Jay and you just called him Michael. I was just waiting for because I knew you were. I was waiting for you, Avicula, to just say it. So
I slipped up.
yo, that's
Broke.
so funny. I was.
I don't personally care. It's like
Oh no, I know. It was just funny because
but
you've
that
been.
no, I get what you mean.
It was just funny because I was waiting for it. Like you slipped up from the beginning, but I was waiting for him to slip. So that's so funny. But no, continue.
I got to throw something at him from across the room now.
Oh,
But
There you go.
what? You wanna throw something at me from? I'll march over there and I'll
With the two
lightsaber battle you,
sabers.
my dude. I'll
Yeah.
fucking come at you.
I don't know. But anyway, so from this Godzilla universe, I really fell in love with this character Mothra,
Okay.
and all of the cosplays that I've seen of her were, not to knock on them. I think they're very good. They're just not what I
Yeah.
wanted.
Right.
Usually like a wig or maybe a hat and some simple outfit. But
Okay.
I wanted to embody the character as the giant moth that it is, so I made a big moth suit with fur and wings and antennas and everything, and it took a long time, a lot of like cutting at pieces of foam
Right.
at the hours of 3 a.m. and wearing that thing
Jeez.
is very hot. I feel like I'm walking around in a rug, really. But I love it. I think that's my favorite cosplay that I've ever built.
That put you to the test.
Oh yeah, I
All
finished
right.
it within a week. It was tough.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I bet your easiest one was the mall that you did today. So, and the quickest.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah.
That was it.
And
That's all. It's done.
that's funny. Foombamaroom. What about you?
Truth be told, I haven't had a really hard one because I haven't made any of mine yet. I am
Right.
going to be making my original Sith character, which I know is probably going to be a little bit challenging, but the
Ooh, I
most
like
challenging
that.
cosplay to wear, that being said, is still Green Arrow because that suit has no pockets. I have to wear a shirt underneath it, otherwise it's very uncomfortable, and it is
Yeah, I know.
hot as hell.
I
So,
I know, dude. I ended up getting that for Halloween. I literally I didn't even care, bro. I literally wore Green Arrow for 2 years straight. I did not even care. The same one
no,
too. I
I
didn't
fair
care.
enough, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's an awesome character. I just love it, and it's funny because I honestly wanted to take up archery when I saw the show. So I get
Me
that. I
too,
get that.
man. Me
Yeah,
too.
it's so inspirational. But so I guess do you guys have anything coming up with? I know you just said you have a Sith inspired one Foom Boom Room, but I'll ask Vicky, do you have any cool cosplays that you have coming up that anybody should be
Um,
looking out for?
I also am gonna be doing an original Star Wars character. It's actually a Zabrak, just like
Okay,
Darth Maul. So
awesome.
that's gonna be very interesting.
Okay,
Um,
all right. Well, I can't wait for this.
I'm also doing the Anakin turned dark side. You know, if he hadn't been burned alive,
Are you talking
you
about
already
this
get
one
it.
right here? Yeah. Are you talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
this
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That
Perfect
version, that
example.
literally, that is awesome.
That's a
That's awesome.
sick
I can't wait
figure.
for that. It is, dude. You guys, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
if you guys want, dude, hit the guy up. He's such an awesome guy, such an awesome dude.
I want
Um,
customs.
I know, right?
They're awesome.
They are, dude. So what about you, Foom Boom Room? I know you said you had something Sith like as well.
I've got a I've got Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi coming up.
Right. Yeah, I
I've
remember you
got
saying that.
then I have Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars, and then I
Okay.
have a Sith character, and then after that I'm gonna venture off into. I just started back up at the gym, so I'm gonna see what the fruits of that labor is, and then if I'm looking muscular enough, I might try doing I
A
might try
Malgus?
doing an Infinity War Captain America. So
Malgus, bro. Malgus. You gotta do a Malgus.
no, I'm not shaving my head for Malchus.
Oh,
Bald
come
cap,
no.
dude. Bald
Ball.
Bald.
Yeah,
cap.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, ball
I
cap it,
would I
bro.
would do Malgus if I could bald cap it. I would. That's an awesome character.
All you gotta do
Dude.
is like latex it down. You're
Yeah,
fine.
that's it. Look, you see, you got he's got you. That's it. He's got you. He's there. I mean, come on, take advantage of it, dude. Take
Hold
advantage
on,
of
I've
it.
got the perfect sound font for a Malgus
I'm
cosplay
sure
too.
you do,
Uh,
Lucky.
Why did I know that's exactly what he was gonna say too?
no,
Cause
I
you
mean
live
like
with him.
look, they give you 16 free sound fonts on this thing, and like look at this. It'd be just so cool just to like.
That's so cool. Wow,
You're
that
like
is.
you're a walking advertisement for these places. You need
I
like a
know, dude.
disclaimer of
I
like not
know.
sponsored.
I might have to. You know what? I might have to do. I might have to use you as like as like a commercial. Like I'm gonna try to create my own commercial breaks.
Product placement.
Yeah, like I'll put you like okay, like commercial break time for my channel, and then it's like I have both of you guys. That's so funny. No, that's awesome. But guys, we are at the end of the show. It's been a true awesome experience. It's been so fun getting to know you guys and letting the fans know everything about you guys. Where can people find you on any platform regarding any platform? Where can they find you if they want to get inspired by you guys? um Let them know the floor is yours, guys, and let them know
um
what you have coming up as well. Let them know what you have coming up, where they can
Absolutely.
reach you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm on Twitter, Instagram. I've got an Etsy store. Should you be interested? And all of those you can find me under the name just Avicullar. That's it. Um, I've got a couple of art surprises, a couple of cosplay surprises. you gotta wait and see. That's all I gotta say.
Gotta stay tuned. Gotta stay tuned for that. And I'll be putting the links down below. Foom Boom
Thank you,
Room,
thank you.
you are next.
You guys can find me just on Instagram for right now at Foombamaroom. And yeah, that's basically it for now. I'm just getting started on all of this. So but I feel free to message me and hit me up about anything Star Wars. I love talking to people and I love like talking to anyone who like supports my page. So and I would love to help you guys and just support you guys as well in any way I could. So
Yeah,
just
I
throwing
have
that
to
out there as
say,
well.
you guys do a phenomenal job in supporting me, and I'm super grateful for it. And that's why you guys are here today, because I love supporting those who support me. And also, not even just if you, even if you didn't support me, I would still love you guys because you guys are awesome,
Oh,
good-hearted, humble
mhm.
people, and I'm super grateful for it. Guys, it has been a blessing, a true blessing to have you on this show. I have to have you back again. It's been so much fun, so many
Absolutely.
laughs. It was really good getting to know you guys. As I mean, I've spoken to you guys off the, off of the record from here.
Mhm.
Like I said, guys, please go follow them. Give them a follow on Instagram, on Twitter as well, as Avicullar said. Hit them up. They got really good stuff, and like I said, they're really good supporters. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. And may the force be with you guys. Hit the like and subscribe button, and remember, when you do subscribe, you are subscribing to the Rogue Side. Enjoy, guys. Later.